Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. That's right. We are live again, as always. We are here, the Wrasslin for Life Network, for another shindig, for another show. We are back tonight, Wednesday night. You know what that means. Well, sometimes we don't know what that means. This week it means Quake at the Lake. That's what we'll be doing. We're going to hit 2+ hours of a live stream here with, yours truly, Mr. Every Night, the Iron Man of YouTube, KJ White. We're going to get going. We got a title match tonight. We got lots to talk about, lots to debate. Interesting times in AEW land. But, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Enjoy. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. That's right, folks. We are live. We're back at it again. And you know us. We are here every night doing our thing. We're rocking through this entire week. We can't wait to get going. Tonight, we got Quake at the Lake, as you all know. Another edition of AEW Dynamite. Lots on the card tonight. Lots of stories. Lots of rumors. Lots of buzz. Is Tony Khan in trouble? Is he behind the 8 ball? Do the Young Bucks suck as much as I think they do? What's coming next? We see some of these trios lining up. What else? Moxley, Jericho. Are we excited about that? Lots going on. It's been a crazy, crazy, crazy couple weeks in wrestling. And I think a lot of us can agree that I don't got shit on my screen. A lot of us can agree that, you know what, Dynamite could be a little better over the last couple of weeks. I mean, we had the Eddie Kingston Jericho match. Now we're getting an Eddie Jericho Moxley match. Hopefully it lives up to something. We're supposed to get the Lion Tamer, the old school, the New Japan, the Heart Dungeon, Chris Jericho tonight. I don't know what the fuck that means, guys. We're going to find out together. We're going to go through this. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful, wonderful week. We got 3 in the books. Hump Day is over. We're going to finish it off with some Dynamite. And we head towards Friday Junior. Yeah, that's right. Friday Junior, we hit tomorrow. We got the Let's Rumble podcast. Can't wait. Keep tuning in, folks. Let's Rumble. We're going to start bringing in some guests. We're going to have some wrestlers, some wrestling fans, a variation of people showing up on Let's Rumble just to enjoy the banter of the boys on this channel. So that is exciting. Stay tuned. We got lots more coming. We're actually working on some big things. So don't go anywhere. Like, subscribe. Tell everybody you know we're doing it. And as soon as I get my stream up, I'll tell you what's happening in the wrestling. Son of a bitch. One second. All right, folks. Let's see how you guys are doing. Damien, do you see the return of MJF tonight? Or no, KJ Nick? Well, I'll field that one, being that my boy's taking a little breather. Damien, that one, I do tonight. Why tonight? With all the other shit that's happened, why tonight? Now, my hope is I've said it for a while, and I think it should have already happened. If MJF is coming back tonight or any other night, I would like him to piss off Moxley so we can get MJF as the interim champion to take on Punk. Punk versus MJF for the undisputed AEW title is way more compelling than Moxley Punk. That's my opinion on that one. That's what I would do. That's what I've been asking for them to do. And it's been a bit of a slow play. Now, question is this. With the heat being turned up in the WWE, does that prompt something like a return of MJF? Does Tony go, I know we were slow playing this, but we need some sizzle. We need some we need some bang right now. Am I wrong to think that that might push that issue, that envelope for Tony? Just something to think about, folks. EC3 versus Memes, NWA 74. I did see that announced. We will be right here for NWA 74 night 1 and night 2. Trevor Murdoch and Tyrus for the 10 pounds of gold. Let's go. That'll be an interesting matchup. I can't say that I'm not uber excited for it, but we'll see what they bring to the table. I'm optimistically happy about it. Billy Ray versus Mike Knox at 74. Yeah. You got the whole card here, do you? Let's get back to AEW. I would really like to watch the show with everybody. Pink Ranger, how you doing tonight? Thank you for being here. Welcome back. Who should challenge Hook for the FTW Championship? First challenger. It's so hard to say with the FTW Championship because it's kind of been a meh thing, right? Like, and not that they just haven't booked it like anything more than, it's kind of been, Ricky kind of said it, like, he tried to make it worth something and mean something. Hooks I could see Hook fighting guys like Dante Martin and shit for a little bit. Some guy, the wrestlers that are in his age bracket. By the way, I'm up and running finally. I got picture in picture, and we opened the night with the Coffin match. If anyone had already said that in the chat, thank you for letting me know. How's everyone doing this evening? Gary Brown, welcome back to the show. The match is off and rolling. I'm a little delayed, but Darby and Brody King. Who do you got? Who you got? I got Brody King. I'm with Damien on this one. Hi, KJ. Are you having a streaming partner tonight or flying solo? I don't know. We'll find out together. Why? Do you tune out if it's just me? Is that the problem? Is that what's up, Jason? You got someone else coming, right? Darby is bleeding bad from the back of the head. That's to be expected. Wrasslin for Live. Dro, welcome to see you. Cross is rumored to win the Universal Championship. It's not a bad rumor. I could see it happening. I really could see it happening. I really, really could see it happening. But yeah, I have no problem with it. Go get it. Damien's got King. We already touched on that one. Jason said we're starting with the casket match. Hi, Pink Ranger, in case I didn't say that. I think I did, though. Brody King for the win. What's up, Absolute? Good to see you. Thank you for being back. Boom. Hook versus Hobbs. But I want Hobbs to go over in that case. That's the problem with that matchup, JV. And welcome back. Good to see you. So I turned into AEW in 6 minutes, and it's a bloody mess. Yeah, I feel the same way. I just turned it on. The blood got to the stream before I did. Son of a bitch. Got it. Hook versus Hobbs. Yeah, like I said, I just think that's a little bit that one's a tough one for me. Do you think any wrestler will leave AEW to return back to WWE? I think there'll be wrestlers that try. And it's funny because a lot of people have speculated, so-and-so and so-and-so. But it's like, it's not a foregone conclusion that the doors are just wide open for former WWE stars. Miro? Yes, possible. Would it make sense? Yeah, why not? I'm curious even if someone like Pac would consider it with things being changed, depending how they could sell it to him. Maybe not, because he seems to be enjoying flying around and fighting in the little indie shows. Oh my God, Brody eats a table. Brody is bleeding like bad, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but I think there's a long lineup. But like people like Jericho might not be welcome back at this point. And not that they hate him or anything, but Jericho goes, "Hey, I'm a free agent." And Triple H goes, "Yeah, you're my age. And you look like shit when you're in the ring nowadays." So it's not an instant just because they were there, they go back. Some people are going to be more content where they are now. Some people like what they're doing now. So yeah, not a given. I'd like them to try and get Regal back. Hassan, how are you tonight? How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Thank you for coming. Lights out. We got lights out. Jesus Christ. The commentary is horrible. Oh, there's the House of Black. Oh, there's Julia. Wow, chop block. Action is heating up, folks. How you feeling about this opening match? Who do you got for the win? House of Black, Dale. Thank you. Yes. What's up, Dave? What's up, Jason? Cuz from work here. That's right. What's up? Going on? Kayfabe me right now. Who from AEW would you like to see go? I think I touched on a couple of them already. Absolute, as far as like, I mean, Miro is a good fit to go back. I mean, I'm curious to see, what they would do with someone like Hobbs at this point. And we do talk about where Tony's struggling to get everybody on TV all together. There's 3 hours of TV that he's got, and he's got a lot of talent, and it's not working. The one guy I'm really, really, really curious about is Andrade. Andrade, the last time he was relevant or good, wow, Darby is out. This feels too easy. There feels like there's more to come. Where's Papa Sting? House of Black. Boom, boom, boom. What do you think, folks? Another lights out coming? Buddy Matthews is back from injury. Yes, he is. He had a match. When did we just watched him somewhere? Battleground. He was in Battleground last weekend. All right. House of Black is getting there's Sting in the coffin with a new paint job. All right, Sting's going. He's giving it to Buddy Murphy with the bat. Dro, what are you talking about? Theory still has the money in the bank. Where's Dro's comment? All right, who from AEW would you like to see WWE return? I think I clicked on that one 3 times now. If anyone goes back, it's William Regal and Mox. Mox is an iffy one. I'm not convinced that Mox is a shoe-in to go back. I think he likes being the hardcore darling. I think he likes doing this stuff too much. I think he likes going through the barbed wire and the broken glass and the thumbtacks and doing the blood sport matches. I mean, I think he's a bigger name. Oh, shit. What is happening right here? So Malachi threatens Sting with the bat and then does the walk-off. No confrontation between Sting and Malachi. Malachi talks to Brody. What is happening? Anybody have a clue where we're going with this? Victor Nash is going to be Seth versus Theory because Seth is a AAA guy, remember. I don't know. I could see, I can honestly see Theory losing that Money in the Bank suitcase sooner than later. Here comes Darby. Oh, he was supposed to fall in, did not. Now these guys are nose to nose. This is weird. The blood everywhere. Can anyone figure out, am I wrong to say that this is kind of fucked up? Sting joins. I kind of had that feel when they were first looking at each other. Sting got the circle around his eye. I don't think that makes sense. I don't think they'll do it, but fuck, anything's possible. They're staring at each other nose to nose on the ramp. It's weird. Brody King taking Darby up the stairs to the apron on his shoulder. Listen, I called Brody King. Anyone out there think I'm wrong? Oh, Darby's still fighting. Is Sting about to join House of Black? Yeah, a lot of people. I think they're just, it's a stalemate. Oh, Victor. Who do you think wins the Lucha Brother and Andrade Roosh match? Well, I'll get to that prediction when we get there, Damien. I like that one, though. I'm looking. Son of a bitch. Victor called. Well, I didn't see that coming, and I'm not really sure how I feel about the ending of that match and that whole situation. That one's tough. Victor Nash. Seth wins the briefcase and cashes in on Roman. It's not impossible, Dro. Not impossible at all. So Darby with the W. What do you guys think? Ooh. Wow. Carnage to start the show. Where do we go from here? What's next? We're gonna get a nothing match, and the crowd's gonna be sitting on their hands. Uh-oh. Darby wins. Got that. All right, folks. One match down. I didn't think we were going to start with the Coffin match. I actually thought the Coffin match might go last and the championship match might go first. But I have a feeling there's something coming with this main event tonight. There's got to be something. And I know the speculation and rumors have kind of run rampant, but it could be MJF. I mean, for me, it could be MJF. I like the idea that it could be MJF. I think it's overdue at this point. Cut the shit. Where's Victor? Where's Victor? That's Victor. Where's CJ? Now we got John Moxley doing a backstage. Very similar to most John Moxley backstage promos. Actually, you know what I noticed with Mox? When he turns it down just a little bit and kind of gets like in that deep growl and he's leaning into the camera and he lowers his tone a little, and he comes off a little more menacing, a little more Jake the Snake-ish, where he's making you listen to him. When he's kind of just amped up and pointing and yelling, it doesn't have the same effect. And when you see it continually, it kind of dulls it a little for me with Mox. And that's one of the knocks on Mox. It's rinse and repeat. But something like this, where he's a little more focused and not as sporadic and all over the place, I really do appreciate it. I don't know. Throw out the bat signal. We'll figure out what's up with the boys. No, Nick is taking the night off. Mr. CJ will be here shortly. He is delayed due to other business. So you're stuck with me, folks. My apologies, but not really. Boom. Lucha Bros versus LFI later. It's going to be Lucha Bros. I don't know. That one's a tough one to call. I don't know if it's going to be the Lucha Bros, to be honest, Clinton. But welcome back to the show. Chris, welcome back. In case I missed you. Victor, I think I said hello to you. Dale, I know I caught you earlier tonight. What else we got? We got lots. But yeah, they should be coming. Or no, not Nick. Nick will be back tomorrow for the Rumble. CJ will be here for the Rumble as well. So yeah, tune in, folks. We're just getting started this week. Greg, welcome back to the show. Thank you for being here. That being said, folks, we are on a commercial. We are heading towards, what are we at now? About 20 minutes in. First match in the books. I want to see in the chat, what did we think? Thumbs up, thumbs down, good, bad? Did it make sense? Was it overbooked? What is your take right now on the opening match of tonight, that last match we just saw? I didn't expect Darby to win. I don't think it helps the House of Black that he didn't, or that, that he didn't lose, that he didn't end up in the coffin. I'm a little surprised, to be honest. What are your thoughts? We got a thumbs up from Victor. Come on, folks. Give me a thumbs. You got a thumb, throw me a thumb. All right, still in the commercial. But do remember, folks, we are back tomorrow. We have Let's Rumble Friday, triple header Friday. We, Impact Wrestling's trying to dodge Saturdays. So we got Impact Wrestling on Saturday night. On Friday night, we're going triple header. SmackDown, Rampage, and Emergence. The Emergence card is stacked. Lots of good matches. It's going to be a good night. We're going to do a preview for that tomorrow on Let's Rumble. Saturday night, we're doing a doubleheader Saturday because Why not? We did one last week. We're going to do one this week. It's the summer. We've been rolling through these Saturday night shows. We're going to do a bit of a hardcore Saturday night for all the fans out there. GCW opens it off. Our boy Moxley, who we will see in action tonight, will be defending the GCW title against Effie. That card's interesting, as it always is. The Briscoes will be there as well. And then we're going to do XPW right after it. So we got names like Brian Cage. Who else is on that card? Yeah, Brian Cage is the only one I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting night, and we'll roll through 4+ hours of a stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the little bell. You don't know when we're going to pop up. Remember, Fridays, we keep getting surprise newses, so we jump on for surprise streams. Make sure you hit that bell, folks. And now we got Chris Jericho. He shaved. He's looking all baby face. Got some new Botox, so he's looking a little younger. He's looking very smooth. Not a fucking wrinkle on Jericho's face right now. He really took this line tamer thing back. Took it serious. I want to see Moxley versus Sami Callihan. Yeah. Not bad. I mean, we've seen them together, and they've fought before. I don't know. Callihan, for me, another guy that I don't know. I liked him at certain points. Right now, he kind of fizzled out a little bit for me. Theory should go back to NXT. I don't hate that idea, Dro. I really don't. Especially if everybody on the roster right now is going to beat him. He's on, an 0-8 losing streak right now. He's struggling. It's not a good night. It hasn't been a good time for our boy Theory. Jericho's trying to convince us he's going to win that belt. Sean, welcome back. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I thought it made sense for Brody to win since Darby is outnumbered. Okay, this is where I think Tony shoots himself in the foot. We have a coffin match. The lights go out. The big bad factions here. They take over. They're running things. Fine. Sting's in the coffin. Everyone pops. Sting. Kind of a little predictable. I feel like, it is what it is. But Sting gets involved. Then what should happen is the big bad dark team that you're trying to get over and show everyone they're badass beat the shit out of Sting. Forget Sting. They destroy him. Get rid of Sting. Roll him away. Brody King does his thing. Buries Darby. And, the House of Black look at badasses. Now, instead, we had this weird match. Buddy Murphy disappeared. Sting and Malachi just stood nose to nose. I don't know. It was a weird choice. And yeah, I mean, I don't really, I think the ending gets kerfuffled. I think he kind of fucks himself at the end of the day. Like, he just oversteps it just a little bit. Right now, I got Andrade and Roosh coming to the ring, looking like a sharp tag team. They need one member that could be a trios. I like this. I'm looking forward to this match a lot, guys. If you aren't watching at home, try and get close to a TV, a stream, a computer, something, because I have a feeling this match is going to be crazy. 4 men that know each other extremely well. The House of Black is pointless. Exactly, JV. They have get placed in strange feuds and they get lost. They get put in strange feuds and they get lost. Yeah, no, I agree with how it's booked for them. Like, the Julia Hart thing dragged on. Like, it wasn't like they were taking they weren't adding Brandy Rhodes to the fucking House of Black. It was Julia Hart. It wasn't a huge deal, but it went on for weeks. And even when you thought she was going to turn, she didn't, and she did. Like, it just took too long to get there. I think they're amazing. I love the entrance. I like the look. I like Malachi Black a lot. But it just, like you said, it's puttering. It's stopping and starting. And they lost again under stupid circumstances. Brody should have destroyed Darby. He just really should have. And then he had help. And that should have worked. But you take the loss. Now we're back to puttering again. I don't like it. Brody King was bleeding like Ric Flair used back in the territory days, or I mean, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he bled a lot. Here come the Lucha Bros. Jericho loses to Moxley. Jerkoff's help. I don't see it. I don't see it, JV. I'd be pissed. I can't believe that can't be the move right now. You're looking over your shoulder at what the big bad, empire is fucking around with right now. And you're going to put the belt on Jericho? Oof. You better have better tricks up your sleeve. You really do. Unless Jericho convinced him it was a great idea. Listen, Tony, like we can really, like I'm a WWE guy. Yeah, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Hey, what's up? Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Who actually books AEW? From all reports, it's Tony. It's predominantly Tony with the influence of the guys, but he's the booker of the year, right? That's Tony's gig. That's what he calls himself. You saw recently, which I found hilarious, on the heels of Triple H taking over creative in WWE, Tony comes out and announces he's got a team of creative people to help. I don't know. It still feels like they're just worker bees, right? Like he's still the queen bee. He's still making all the bookings and calls. And I think a big part of Tony's booking is, he sits in a room with Jericho and they're buddy, and they're smoking a joint and having a good time. And Jericho's like, listen, you're going to throw me off a cage. Tony's like, great idea. Like, that's kind of how it feels. Like, I don't really see Tony as, Mr. Hugger being the guy that pushes back hard on the wrestlers. Like, no, we can't do that. Get the fuck out of here, Jericho. You're crazy. No. I see him getting really flustered. Oh, well, okay. If you say so, that's the impression he gives me. So, Mr. Booker of the Year has got to pony up right now because the heat is on. And like I said, that opening match had potential to be a really cool match. Wasn't a bad match overall, but it got really long and clunky at the end where it kind of took the interest away from the fans, at least for me. And then the outcome doesn't add up. By the way, we do have a tag match going on, and of course, it's already moving. Ray Fenix with the tope. KJ, who's your pick for the Bucks partner in the trios match? Hangman or Omega? This is fucking interesting as shit. Oh shit, Fenix is flying everywhere, folks. Up, down. 2 count for Penta. As of right now, it seems like Hangman. I don't know where Omega's at, but from the beginning of all this, the feeling was that by design, by pre-plan, that Omega and the Bucks were going to be the first ever trios champions. I've heard that for a year and a half, at least, that when we get trios belt, it's going to be Omega and the Bucks. Now, what if it's Hangman and the Bucks? And that's where Omega makes his return. Not very happy, but I don't know. I really don't know what they're doing with this. And I mean, based on how far behind on the comments I am, I might not want to do this right now. But the only reason why the trios belt got greenlit as fast as it did was because the Young Bucks were running away from the tag team division. So I think it's a little preempted, and Kenny wasn't ready. But the Bucks can't be a tag team right now because they're not the best, and everybody knows it. And instead of dealing with it like men, they ran away so they could keep playing around like kids. And that's what they keep showing us. And they completely dodged FTR. I know I've been pissing fans off all week by saying this out loud, but the Young Bucks aren't as good as they think they are. They haven't impacted wrestling the way they think they have. This whole big risk that they took, they found a billionaire to spend money. That was about it. They were getting paid either way. People, they did this. And no. They did put up money to get that initial show and get noticed. I'll give them credit. Congrats. But they got a money mark to show up and start spending money and let them book any way they want. And at the end of the day, I don't know. The Bucks going to the trios belt and Hangman being there instead of Omega, it feels like if that's the case, it's because they moved up. They need those trios belts now because everyone's booing us and everybody likes the FTR more than us. Yeah, I'm not happy. Sean's pissed. Why is Sean pissed? I'm calling Omega as the Bucks partner. Me too. If it was Hangman, they would have said it. Slow playing it, are they? This match can give FTR versus Briscoes a run for their money. If they get the time, yeah, JV. I mean, on paper, absolutely. And right now, I got picture in picture, and Rush is stepping on the back of Phoenix's head. I like it. It gives a little more clout all of a sudden to, instead of Andrade hanging around in the stairwell with the private party or private party. Yeah, private party. Always mix them up. But yeah, hanging out in the stairs all the time and doing like cash deals and trying to buy other wrestlers. This is better. This is better for Andrade. But what I was going to say about Andrade going back to WWE, for me, that was the last time he's relevant. Selena is still there. She hasn't been. I know they made her queen of the ring or whatever the fuck they called it, but she's been awful since that. So that's a guy I think last time he mattered, he was under Triple H. Except to the AAA audience, but that's a different story. Clinton says Buddy Matthews didn't really disappear. He was on tour in his home country, Australia, for a while, wrestling a World Series and a few indies. He was on tour. Yeah, but I thought he did get injured or he tweaked something. But I did see him last week on Battleground Wrestling, where he teamed with Tony Nese, by the way. I want to get the AEW game. That's a good choice. A lot of mixed reviews about that right now. And based on some of what people are seeing and thinking, there's some concerns it's not going to go over as well as people hope. I'm curious to see what it plays like. I'm curious what it's going to look like when you get in there. I'm curious. That's as far as I will go on that one. So Andrade has his pinstripe pants. He likes his pinstripes. They were kind of matching. And, Rush has the head and the horns. I don't know. I like it. They feel legit. But my favorite dude in the match, Penta, is on a roll right now, folks. Boom. That's right. They're doing a team Andrade, Rush, and Dragon Lee versus the Young Bucks and a mystery partner for the Trios tournament. That's burying Andrade and Rush. That's what they do. That's what they do. Penta up and over. Oh! Codebreaker. Backstabber. Lucha Bros for the win. Anyone else got Lucha Bros? No, read it right. Mox beats Jericho. What did I say? What did I say? I can't remember. All right. Floyd, welcome back. Thank you for being here again tonight. Good to see you. I got the Lucha Brothers in complete control. Phoenix up, Phoenix down. 1, 2. How do you guys see the tournament playing out, though? It's got the feel that it's going to come down to, obviously, we already know the finals, right? It seems written on the wall. It feels like it almost it almost has a nepotism feel to like the way the group functions, the way there was a little clique, right? They're not the clique, but they're very cliquey. Sorry, distracted by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh yeah, hey KJ, the final was right. Triple Mania. It will be Thunder Rosa and Taya Valkyrie for AAA Rinya. I can't say it. Women's World Championship. Yes, and I love me some Taya. So yes, I'm looking forward to Thunder Rosa versus Taya Valkyrie. They've fought recently. Where did they fight? They had a match not too long ago. But Taya's been on a tear. She's collecting belts everywhere. She is on the card Saturday night when we do XPW. She will be there. It's going to be a good time. So don't forget to tune in on Saturday nights. What? Yes, what? No, sorry, KJ. They tricked Ring of Honor and into flipping the bill. Have you read this story? I don't know. Like, again, I hesitate because I haven't seen that many substantiating, but then I saw 2 places that reported it. But for those who don't know, apparently there was some like Tony didn't really follow through on the paperwork accordingly, and Ring of Honor still on some of the paperwork. Was it Starcast? But yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of heat going on now, and some issues about, did the ball get dropped? Could this be reversed? Apparently, a long list of people believe that doing the pay-per-view was a bad idea. Oh, shit. Fenix with a springboard gets dropped on the power bomb. Penta rolls in. Cutter. I like it. Andrade playing the role of high school drug dealer. Right? That's what it was like. I agree completely. Why were they in the stairwell all the time? The fucking mankind over there. The silhouette looks like Omega. That's a funny statement, Victor. But I would put my money on it being Omega. I don't know if that leads to somehow Page being butthurt or getting his own team and trying to go after them. I don't know. But I think, like I said, unless they started this tournament earlier than anticipated and Kenny's not quite ready, but I imagine Kenny would have to be okay with that or else he'd be pouting unless they had some other angle to work with him. But I think does anyone else feel the way I feel, that one of the things that's hindering Tony is he's everybody's friend? Is that a problem in the office? Like, it's good to have camaraderie with your boss, but your boss still has to be your boss. For 30 odd years, 40 years, Vince was the boss, and love him or hate him, or good choices or bad choices, bad booking, good booking, it was still the buck stopped with Vince. Like, a lot of shit happened that, he greenlit or there was people released that he didn't like, but he called the shot. And I'm a little worried that Tony's stuck in the friend zone with a lot of these wrestlers. And that's where we get stuck in like these programs that don't quite make any sense, or we get matches that don't quite make any sense. He's in a tricky spot. He really is. He needs Regal. Let's go. Use Regal more. Again. All right, Rush is tying Penta's mask to the ropes. Now Andrade's coming over to help. Not the double. JR's just cracking wise now. That's 2 or 3 times tonight where JR has just been a smartass. Now they've done the tie the mask to the ring gimmick several times now. Almost too many, guys. Fenix gets planted. Penta takes the mask off and makes the save. Abrahentes rolls him. One of my favorite people in all that. Can we talk about Alex right now? Alex is oh, shit. Jose just laid out Alex. Well, that was random. Why did he grab the ref? So this match is completely broken down, folks. Shit has happened everywhere, but the crowd has come to a pause. Oh, no, they're cheering again now. But just a real lull in it, like where they're... Get to the point, get to the point, get to the point. What? I don't know why I just left what up there. Oh, this is funny shit. Everyone in the chat who's not a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin, I have a message for you guys. I agree. You don't like Steve Austin? That's not cool. Take it. Gary, I have a question. Didn't Chris Jericho have a problem with CM Punk in the WWE? All right. Oh my God, JR's being funny as shit. JR, they get the 1, 2, 3, and JR yells out, "What a tag team match!" And it sounded like that was shit. I actually read an article that states Tony Khan is about CM Punk Jericho. I don't know, Gary. I can't officially say that there was, but I don't know. Jericho changes his mind like he changes his underwear. I actually read an article that states Tony Khan is actually difficult to work with, and a bunch of people want to walk out on AEW, and he isn't letting them go. He is just nice in social circles. So what are you saying? Behind the scenes, he's like a bit of a dick? Like he's like the bratty guy? You do what I say. All right, all right. Babyface Bucks are here. What is happening right now? All right, so the Young Bucks are in the back and they're thanking. All right. They're making up. Great tag team match. No, it was an interesting tornado match. Everyone else liked it, right? No, it was a good match. It really was. A lot happened. Again, just a little too much at the end going on. But if they could have just got to the point a little cleaner, phenomenal match. But excellent. I knew both those teams were going to do it. The Penta tying his mask to the rope. Don't do it anymore. Or he should change his mask. If everyone's going to fucking do it, dude, and you have no defense against it, apparently, change your mask. Sorry, I'm just paying attention to the Bucks right now, trying to figure out how I feel about it. All right, this is starting to get long-winded. Let's just say it wouldn't surprise me if Jericho won tonight. You know where I'm going with this, Gary. Gary. I really don't want it. I really, really, really don't want Jericho to be the one that walks away with this belt tonight. Fuck. What do the fans think? Like, I know usually we wait till kind of match time, but are people thinking that Jericho's got a shot at this? That some by hook or crook, that's what we're getting. That we're gonna end up with Chris Jericho as the first ever two-time champion. Oh wait, Paige is turning down the Bucks. So Paige is back in the Dark Order, by the way. All right, so Paige is siding with. So we are gonna get we are gonna get Kenny. Oh. Oh, if you're gonna have a partner, it should be someone that's never turned his back on you. That was a weird segment. So now they're kind of heat more like it's confusing. So are the Bucks going back to heel? Or are they? Am I lost on this one? Shot down by Paige, though. Not too happy about it. Wait. Oh. Where's CJ when I need him on this one? Jungle Boy coming out to the ring. I honestly think JR is fed up with doing this show. I swear to God. He's wondering if Triple H will take him back. The Bucks look like they want to cry because Hangman turned them down. It looks like they were trying to like bring out the tears. It just wasn't happening because they can't fake it that well. But yeah, no, they definitely tried to put some emotion in it. But last week they kind of went babyface, right? Which was one of the criticisms. Now, by the end of that segment, they kind of had their heel vibe, right? Like they're pissed off. Here comes Luchasaurus with his bad new entrance. Am I the only one that feels like this whole I'm with Jungle Boy is a ruse? It was a ruse the whole time. That we're not done. We're not done with bad Lucha Dragon. Anthony Henry. All right, folks. Who do you got in this one? Mox beats Jericho, and the Jackass Society turns on Jericho, and it's revealed that MJF is behind the. Oh, fuck off. Is behind JS, turning their back on Jericho. Have MJF lead a revolution of young talent. You know what? That's good. It's all right. I just thought swapping, doing the whole stealing, swapping fucking factions again made me chuckle. But overall, all right, Lucha won. So the Lucha Brothers lost. The Luchasaurus wins. There you go. It's not. Oh, we got Christian. Squash match is over. I like that they didn't waste any time. I like heel Christian. Dude's killing it. Uh-oh, here comes Jungle Boy. And security caught him in midair. Wow. Security on point. So Luchasaurus is destroying security. Oh, he headbutted Pat Buck. Uh-oh. Is Luchasaurus going to get suspended? Miro. See, like Malachi Black was just nose to nose with. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh! My war path to my God is clear now, and it leads directly to the House of Black. This is the word of the Redeemer. Tomorrow on Days of Our Lives. That was deep. So Julia Hart shows up, gives Miro the old beard tug and says, "Come on, join the House of Black." Miro says, "Only one woman touches this beard, and it's not you, lady." So that's a tough break for the House of Black. So now, as I was saying, you literally have Malachi going nose to nose with Sting. Meanwhile, they're building this whole backstory where Miro's growing increasingly mad at him, right? And Miro versus Brody King. Whew. Malachi is gonna be wicked. Miro and Brody King though has a little bit of meat on that one. Yeah, what the fuck? I agree with you. I'm sorry, I'm not buying Miro and his whole I like the He-Man, but the Redeemer, I like it. But it gets, again, it's like anything else. If you don't break up the pattern, it becomes a pattern, and you're just like, oh, this again. You know when it's coming back around, and you start getting what he's going to say and when he's going to say it. Julia Hart was a bit of a twist in this whole one, but now everybody instantly like, oh, he said one woman, she's coming. Maybe the fucking Tony's on the phone. And listen, we got to sign your wife because I don't want her to go back. Right? Exactly. See, this, I'll give him credit. That's kind of what it was. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but that's what it felt like. So we got what? Miro, Sting, Darby versus House of Black, and then you add in the two ladies, Lana and Julia Hart. Interesting. I couldn't take Miro seriously when he had the blonde looking Cisco. Yeah, that was an interesting time. I don't know. That wasn't a good look. But I do like the Redeemer. I do. Victor gives the old thumbs up on that one. Yeah, no, I mean Miro's a monster, and I really think I felt like the WWE misused him. Now I'm feeling like fuck, Tony really kind of lost the plot with this guy altogether. Maybe I'm wrong. KJ, can you imagine? Let's say Cross didn't return to WWE and he went to AEW, and he was the third veteran in Blackpool Combat Club and stuff Claudio. That'd be crazy. Yeah, I mean, oh shit. Mark Henry's here on a Wednesday. What's up with that? What did I keep saying this, man? And I wish Nick was here right now. What did they do to Camarado? What happened to Camarado? Seriously, what is going on? And he doesn't even fit in with his friends anymore. He just randomly showed up in like a fucking velour suit. I like Hobbs. I like Hobbs a lot. And here comes Mr. Jay Lethal to the ring. Now, one of the members of the creative team, Sanjay Dutt. So interesting. I can't wait to see what FTR has to say tonight. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to some idea of who might be challenging for those belts as they move forward with the three that they have. And I also want to know when they're going to head towards the AEW title. Like, I want to see them defend these belts. They got a lot of belts. Let's put them in action. Let's see what's up. How long is it before Swerve and Lee give them up? Sanjay Dutt's good with the microphone. I will give him that. I know he's like semi-retired from in-ring, but speaking of semi-retired, are we hearing this shit about Ric Flair might not be done yet? Woo, wee woo. I don't even have the energy for that one. That's fucked. Satnam Singh looks like Great Khali until he got the beard. All right, so they're talking some shit. Wardlow, yeah. We got some Wardlow. All right, short and sweet to the point. I'm in. Let's go. Oh, look! That's why you said it, Victor. Man, where are you on that you're always slightly ahead of like everybody? Are you there? Dale. Yeah. 7-star FTR, the best tag team in the world. If anyone wants to debate that with me, I'm all ears. But the Young Bucks are so insecure, they have to put shit on social media to try and validate themselves. That's what makes me sad. And their fans, oh my God, they're fans. Could you imagine that? Shit, what Wardlow FTR win? Yeah, let's sign them up for that tournament. But they can't do that. They can't. Wait, what happened? Lethal jumped in. The big rig gets nailed on him. Something happened. I feel like something went wrong. Even JR was like, something went wrong here. I don't know. That felt, I don't know. Did something get missed? Gary, they really were. I don't know what, like, yeah, they had to shade. Yeah, good point. You're right. I'll give that one. I mean, dehumanized, might be a bit extreme, but definitely humiliated it turns. But that's what this is. I mean, look at all the gold. But FTR was humiliated, definitely, and they told everyone they were going to be the best team in the world. WWE didn't see it. Now, those are guys that, I mean, if they don't feel like they're sitting in a good position or they're happy, I mean, we all have been talking about, Dax comes out and kind of says, whoa, 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 we might have been buried, folks. It's interesting. They did extremely well under Triple H. And the tag team division in WWE could use an FTR in a big way. Give me some FTR Usos. You pick somebody to put in between them to go up against the Bloodline if you even wanted. I don't give a shit. FTR is the best tag team in the world, and substantially better. Oh, the jerk offs are here. Oh shit. When was that? A wardrobe malfunction. So Anna Jay's new gimmick is to randomly stroke members of the staff. Stroke. Wow. Wow. Pause. Um, yeah, Anna Jay's new gimmick is to randomly choke, not stroke, but that could also be true. Choke out random members of the production crew, which apparently at AEW that's completely okay to go around just choking random members of the crew. Now I'm getting a package on Starks. I love Starks, guys. Push this guy to the moon. Oh, Ricky and Aaron are buddies. We're trying to get some history going on this little match. Why we should care about it. Interesting. That's all we're getting from FTR tonight. That's all we're getting, Sean. Just so they could put them on, get some ratings. I want to see if FTR versus Swerve in your glory for the AEW World Tag Championships. I want to see FTR versus Swerve in your glory for the the AEW Tag Team Championships. Yes, it's going to come. I mean, that's what's been the plan, right? Like the Bucks weren't adult enough or mature enough or respectful enough to hand off those belts. You shot Victor. Ouch. Freudian, I swear to God. What's up, Scott? But yeah, I mean, FTR is probably going to take the belts off Swerve and Lee. And sadly, I think it's probably going to be relatively quickly. But let's be real, folks. I don't care what side of the fence you're on when it comes to all the debating on wrestling. Everyone should be able to agree that we should have got the Bucks versus FTR. Period. The Bucks took it upon themselves to get those belts back. Then it should have been the Bucks versus FTR. And I actually think the Bucks won it because they didn't want FTR to also be the first ever two-time champions because they know that's where it's heading. So we'll take the belts and then we'll run away. I don't like the interesting look. What's up, Scott? I hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone for joining us. We're 1 hour into the stream, and it's been interesting Quake at the lake right now. Are you guys enjoying the first hour? How did it go for you? Are you feeling good? You don't have to give me a number. Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Aaron Solo, Ricky Starks are in the ring. Yes. Wait, wasn't there a wedding between? Well, here's the thing. I think we are getting some type of. They did talk about it, but then they put out videos and shit of the actual wedding. So we're gonna get like a wedding on top of a wedding. I don't know. I guess not. Tony was fucking boogieing down, and that's again interesting. What about? I don't know. I missed what. Yeah, no, there was definitely supposed to be one. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, maybe he broke up with her and he's proposing to someone else. I have no idea. Ricky Starks for the win. Push Ricky Starks to the moon. I completely agree, Damien. I completely agree. Scott Morgan, like it. Starks for the win. Yeah, I got Starks as well. I mean, we kind of naturally expect if it's the Q school, they're gonna lose. What is he teaching them? They never win. And what the fuck did they do to Camarado? I still can't get over this. I don't know what happened to Camarado. Look at him. Oh, here comes Camarado with a chair. He is jacked, though. That's a big dude. That's why I don't really get the whole Tony D'Angelo gimmick. D'Angelo? Tony. Wow. Oh. Damn. Starks planted Camarado. But he's in trouble now. So, is it picky of me to point out that this is the third match in a row that things got wonky at the end? I mean, technically, this is after the end. Ricky getting a huge pop, leaving through the crowd. I love it. Hobbs fucking up the furniture. Like, people are just fucking. It is a fucking crazy night in AEW. You got wrestlers choking out staff. You got vandalism. But Ricky Starks getting himself over one win at a time. That was good booking. Oh. Well, we got the Ass Boys and Daddy giving them some tongue lashing. Yeah, I'll let that one sit. Uh-oh. Bibbins. Bibbins going after the Ass Boys. Bibbins handing out those business cards. Wait, now who? What is happening? Who is Danhausen teaming up with? The big bearded fellow. Who's his tag team partner on Friday? The Ass Boys have heat with Meme. The Ass Boys have a heat with that mime. Oh shit! All right, JV, I'm getting there. Yeah, they apparently have heat with the mime, and I don't know who's his big bearded partner. You guys let me know. Jade Carhill for the win easy. Is that what's happening? I don't even have that right now. I got a commercial break, so I will take a moment because I haven't said it in a while, folks. In case you're new here, in case you haven't been here before, and in case you just missed me saying it, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. I am KJ White, Mr. Every Night, right? And we're back at this tomorrow. We have Let's Rumble Thursday night. It's going to be a great night. We are not stopping there, though. We got triple header Friday. Amongst our usual double header, we got to triple it up. We're adding another beef patty to this party, and we're going to go through Impact, Emergence, all at the same time. Lots of matches to talk about. SmackDown's been unpredictable. Rampage, maybe, we don't know. Emergence, the card's stacked. It should be a great fucking show. Then Saturday night, we're going to turn up the heat, which we did last Saturday night as well. It's too funny. But yeah, we're coming back, and we're going to do GCW Homecoming. Briscoes are on the card. Moxley's on the card. There's 2 death matches. The Ultimate Belt's on the line. We also have XPW. The names like Taya Valkyrie. We got a triple threat match between Brian Cage, Willie Mack, and Mascara for the title. It's going to be a crazy night. Tune in. Lots of hardcore, lots of broken doors and fluorescent light bulbs. I do imagine Effie is challenging Moxley. That's interesting. I can't imagine Moxley losing this one, but you never know with GCW. So tune in, like, subscribe, share, but tell everybody you know. Be a friend, tell a friend. Join us. Help us build this army. We've been botted lately, so we're actually heading towards 600 for the second time because we beat it and then had a reset. Thank you, YouTube. But yeah, stay with us. Keep coming. We are growing fast, and it's been a fun ride, guys. So thank you for being here again, as always. And yeah, we are over halfway through this show. Not bad show. I'm enjoying the show for the most part. Not blowing me away, but we'll see how it goes. The crowd will go nuts if Hook wrestles tonight. Yes, they will. Hook got himself over. I give the guy credit. Less is more, and he got himself over big time. What? Hey! It's Parker! The Trust Busters are here. So we got a trio setting up here now. Orange Cassidy was about to. It's baby Brock Lesnar. Yeah, there we go. Right. All right, so we're gonna get a trios match at some point between the Trust Busters and the Best Friends. Now that I'm catching up, Madison Rayne. We got a championship match. I already know some opinions. Is anybody giving Madison Rayne a chance? And now I'm surprised. I mean, we heard the announcement that Madison Rayne was joining this little creative army, or as a coach or trainer, helper. I don't know what she technically is, but I'm surprised she's getting ring time. Was that their loophole? We'll sign her as a trainer and then put her in the ring a couple times as training. And Impact will be none the wiser. Parker is interesting to me. I want to see more Parker. I gotta be careful how I phrase that. Yeah, Boudreaux. I mean, we didn't get much of him out of NXT, right? They made him shave his head, they made him a bodyguard, and then they kicked him out. So I don't know what to tell you. All I know is he's a big dude. He kind of looks like young Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I'm totally in. Anybody else see the picture of the Trust Busters? And somebody said, I thought that was it Seth, Brock, and Eminem, which was random, but made me pop because that's kind of what it looks like. Jade is currently 36-0 for those who are keeping home, track at home. I hope Madison left her junior wannabe husband back at Impact. Gary Brown. She definitely did. She definitely did. Something like, dude, I'm wrong. I want to read the reports after this show. JR, I don't know if he just got into his, I don't know. He seems just all kinds of feisty tonight to me. He's got a little chip on his shoulder. He's like, maybe they'll fire me and Triple H will give my job back. At least I know the names of the people over there. Some of them. So, folks, let me know your predictions. Let me know who you got tonight. Who you taking? Who do you see winning this match? I don't imagine Jade, kind of like Roman, is going to lose anytime soon. So, tough sell for me. I don't see it happening. All right, so we're off to a decent start. Jade's in control. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt on this one. I think Jade Cargill, I think she's excellent. I think she's come a long way. You can tell that she's put effort into improving what she does in the ring. To me, it seems apparent that she has. And it has gotten better. And maybe that's part of it, being around the ring, being around the atmosphere, but wanting to get better is an important thing. And Madison misses the kick up on the shoulders. Madison fighting out. Hurricane Rana. I told you, JR is having a problem with Tony on the headset. JR just seems chippy. And everything to me has a sarcastic tone to it. Right? And I thought the tag match was good, but JR throws it out and it just felt like it had like some venom behind it. Like just the tone. Kiera Hogan with the distraction, slowing down Madison as she gets back in the ring. Spear! Wow. And she pops up like nothing. And she had a bit of a weave issue on the dismount. And CJ's new favorite show's on next, BattleBots. We've now got him addicted to BattleBots. I told you JR was having a problem. Yes, AEW should put more women's matches on Dynamite, and that's my opinion. Yeah, I don't feel like Tony has done a great job highlighting his women's division. Sporadic booking, inconsistent booking, lack of story. Thunder Rosa's title reign has been lackluster at best. Yeah, I don't agree. I mean, I do agree, Damian. I think he could do a better job highlighting his women. Now, is part of the problem that the women aren't real, like not his selection for women that can be highlighted and put on that level it's limited. He doesn't have a lot of women like that. But question, and now I'll ask my fact checkers out there. In my spare time, I haven't seen any story come out about Athena being hurt or drunk or missing. Anybody know anything about Ember Moon, Athena? I don't want to see what this one says. But anybody let me know what you think about that particular situation. AEW should, yeah. I mean, they really do. Like a lot of nights you get like a good 4-minute match. Almost all of them end up in roll-ups. More women's matches, I'm totally for. Quality matches, though. Not women for the sake of women. And Kenny Omega, who was, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently, you know, his hands are all over the women's division. That's why we saw such a influx of the Japanese women that have come over and wrestled. And I like a couple of them. But again, that made the division really weird. And certain people were winning that I didn't think deserved to win. You know, like Riho. That was a terrible idea. And people are going to freak out that I said that. No, it's not good. AEW should put more women match. I just read the same comment twice. JR can be a dick. If you listen to Jesse Ventura speak about his time with JR in WCW, JR was a dick to him because he made less money than him, so he buried him on the mic on purpose. That's also coming from a man who can be a dick, JV. I don't think anybody would confuse that scenario. Jesse Ventura can be quite the dick himself. Strong, opinionated. I give him credit. I don't dislike Jesse, but let's be real. That man's got a chip on his shoulder, and his opinion is strong, whatever it is. Could JR have buried him? I mean, again, there's three sides to every story, so it's kind of hard to just jump on that bandwagon. Oh, yeah, okay, that's got to be the way it went. Yeah, I'm sure JR did bury quite a few people, but it's no different than any other booker ever. But yeah, he's definitely got, I'm sure he's got a dickheaded side where, you know, if he is quite fed up or he's sick of the criticisms or, you know, he I don't know, maybe he's just fucking had enough of this makes no fucking sense and I'm tired of trying to pretend like it does. Or maybe he's just having a bad day. I don't fucking know, guys. You let me know. Athena wrestled on Dark. Oh, goody. The fucking Dark treatment for all these athletes. Am I wrong? And I know Nick's not here to defend himself, but we have this ongoing debate about the slow playing. Like we'll, you know, we see Karrion Kross come, and I'm like, yes, push him towards Roman. Let him fight for that title. Put him on that upper echelon where we know that's a main event guy, and we believe in it because we see it. And Nick sometimes feels like it's too soon. You got to take it. But I think that's happening with all the fucking signings. Miro, Andrade, Brian fucking was the best chippy, badass, ignorant little heel in the fucking industry. And that went by the wayside. And I know people love the concept of the Blackpool Combat Club, but it actually hurt Daniel Bryan to join, in my humble opinion. But you have the opportunity, even when I still say when you brought Punk in and you kind of, you know, did the real slow climb to that championship, it lost, especially when you're trying to build your audience and the casual audience tuning in to see, oh shit, I heard CM Punk's back. Who's he fighting? Oh, well, that match wasn't very good. Oh, I guess he's, you know, you want people to tune in and go, oh shit, look, Punk. Which he got that out of MJF, right? A real compelling situation. So I think at times, like you bring Athena over and she was standing nose to nose with Jade, and now she's where? It's a decent match. A couple clunky moments. Not bad, but see, maybe that's what this is, you know, Madison Rain gets in the ring and you know, leading up to this match, she's able to kind of bring the best out of Jade Cargill. Wow, nice reversal. She jaded. It's over. Athena's been wrestling on Dark every week. I don't get it. Taco Tuesday is back. Oh my God. Isn't today Wednesday? The fuck? Taco Tuesday's back where? Chris Statlander is injured. Yes, unfortunate. I like what they've been doing with Chris Statlander. So she just came off injury. I'm starting to be concerned that Miss Statlander is a little injury prone. Now, I know it's only a couple times, but in quick succession, hopefully she's okay. Because when she comes back, if she stays, hey, speak of the devil. Asking ye shall receive. Fuck you, KJ. What do you know? This is better. Jesus, Kira. Did she paint those pants on? Uh-oh. Little bit of a pop for Athena holding up the belt. So here we go. We'll find out. I think part of the problem is Athena never really sold herself with me, so I'm not really sure how I feel. But I'll give her a chance. We'll see if it's changed at all. Statlander is not injured. She wrestled on Dark Monday. There you go. Fact checkers checking in. What does this say? JR is breaking out the shovel. Kind of, sort of at times. But it's like, it's those little, because he's, he's smart. He's not your typical, he's not just going to spout off. So it's all like, he's saying the right things, but it's the tone in which he's saying the right things, or the timing of certain things that he says, where you're like, ooh, I don't know. My favorite when he goes, I've never seen that before. You know exactly what he's trying to tell the fans, or what he's trying to tell the world. There's a reason I haven't seen that before. Athena, asking you shall receive. Jacko, hello. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Hope everyone out there is doing well. Hump Day is done. We're heading into Friday Junior tomorrow. We come back for the Let's Rumble podcast, where hopefully there's more hosts, because it's hard to debate just with me. I mean, I could probably pull it off if anyone's going to be able to argue with themselves at the end of the day. And I mean, I got you lovely people joining me here tonight. So, I mean, I'm sure we could debate all night. I'm waiting to dig in. I'm waiting to cut a shoot hard on the Young Bucks. I've been driving people nuts about my hatred for the Young Bucks. And it's not even that much of a hatred. I mean, they're not a write-off. They're not a shit show. I just think they're arrogant, cocky. I mean, when you're living with your mom and dad, and people are like, they took a huge risk. Not when you live at home. You'd be all right. I mean, what's worst case scenario? But the Young Bucks are the Young Bucks, and I'm still mad at them for dodging FTR. But tune in tomorrow to talk more about that. I know Nick's got some stuff to get off his chest. CJ always does. So, tune in Thursday. We start around 7-ish on Thursdays. And, we'll roll right through that. Then we're going to head into Friday. Triple Header Friday is going to be crazy, guys. SmackDown, Rampage. But, and I mean, again, I'm looking forward to SmackDown. Everyone else out there, am I the only one looking forward to SmackDown? I'm excited to see what's going to happen. So, that's nice. I don't know. Victor, quick side note. I don't know if that silhouette looks like Kenny. Don't they just use a generic silhouette? Like when I put a silhouette on my shit, it's the same cookie cutter silhouette. It's the funniest shit. What makes you think it looks like Kenny? Hey. Wow, botched by Excalibur. But it is stacked. They're starting to stack some crazy matches up. Daniel Bryan versus Daniel Garcia, 2 out of 3 falls, guys. I don't know. Everyone seems to love Danny. He's all right. Am I crazy? Am I missing something with Danny? I think he's got a lot of upside. I really do. I liked the build between him and Yuta going into the ROH matchup. But Bryan Danielson versus Daniel Garcia, 2 out of 3 falls next week. Let's go. And next week's a theme night as well, right? Next week's like the HBO Dragon. We're getting some type of play or theme next week as well, right? It's not straight up Dynamite. At least the graphics aren't. So, I mean, that's exciting. I mean, it's going to be a good match. Now, anyone got beef that we just saw 2 out of 3 falls match? Am I just being picky? Am I? No to coffee. The next 35 minutes better go quick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm looking forward to that match. What else did they announce there, folks? My short-term memory is not what it used to be. House of Dragon. I knew it was Dragon. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. Cheers. So, yeah. So, next week's show is the House of the Dragon show. Okay. So, you guys can expect some fire and some tails and shit next week. Spoiler alert. Man, AEW has been pissing me off. They're trying to come up with graphics for the show. So, you come up with like a stock template. And these motherfuckers got a new show every week. Every time we show up, every week, I got to make new graphics because they can't just do AEW Dynamite ever. Twice in what? 8 weeks? Am I wrong? Like going back to Road Rager, I think there's been 2 shows that weren't labeled something. Correct me if I'm wrong, fact checkers. I don't know. But yeah, they're starting to load it up. They're going to need to load up these shows. But you can't just keep hotshotting. You have to start building a rivalry, a story. There's got to be more to it. I'm trying to think of an example. The Acclaimed and the Ass Boys. You want us to kind of start liking those teams, right? For, you want them to get over either as heels or baby faces. They were all friends. They all get in a brawl. They all get in, they get messed up. They don't like each other. Heel turn by Billy and the boys. You went from that first confrontation, that first issue, that first, breakup to a dumpster match. That's the type of leaping that you can't keep doing. Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson have kind of a out of nowhere match just booked randomly. I mean, there's the history because of blood and guts and such. He loses. All right. So he loses. And then now we're coming back with a 2 or 3 falls. But there's not, because of the quick succession, we're not getting a whole lot of story. We're not getting a whole lot. Mr. Booker, wow, look at this. Wow. So we've had the 3 faces of Foley. Now we've had the multiple faces of Jericho. And he's come out in his old gear, old mute. No Judas. There you go. We didn't get Judas. How do you guys, are anyone else out there shocked that Jericho actually had the balls to not play Judas? It's funny because he's doing the arm pumps and he's kicking it old school tonight. Batista Mass Challenge John Cena WrestleMania 39 one more time. Was that a thing? Because man, 57 4-1. Not bad, not bad. And William Regal's on commentary for those who enjoy that kind of thing, and I'm one of those people that enjoy that kind of thing. New entrance theme for Jericho, how the Dapper Yapper said this could be a 60-minute match. Yeah. Do we stick with it? Are we going to stick with it for the full 60? Only time will tell, folks. House of the Dragon, Andrade and Rush and Dragon Lee versus the Bucks. And yeah, that's the one I completely bricked on. The mystery partner will be interesting. It won't be Brandon, I imagine. Of course, Rush and Dragon Lee being brothers. Again, 3 guys that know each other extremely well. Makes sense to have them in this group. Again, but if the Bucks go over, I feel bad for Andrade and Rush. You know, they're starting to get a feel for this, right? The mystery partner is going to be Kenny. Anybody? Anybody? Kenny? Kenny? Anyone else out there? It could be instead of Kenny. I will admit the Wild Thing song, the Wild Thing theme is, I don't know, I think I'm hearing it too much. The Rock Royal Rumble match 2023. Jacko. No. I got Cody Rhodes 2023 Royal Rumble winner. That's what I think. So we got Moxley in the ring. We got Jericho in the ring. And yeah, Jericho trying to bring back the Lionheart. We'll see how well this project goes. Wild Thing. I think I love you. See if anyone said hello to me. Oh, it was mentioned. Let me see real quick. Check on the boys. See. Tell them the fans say hi. Do 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 do. Do do do. Crowd's cheering. We're getting to start off to this match. Moxley flipping the bird. Huh. Bum, 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 bum. All right, folks. We're in the main event. Let me know if you haven't given me a prediction yet. Please give me one. Let me know what's going on. We're looking forward to, I don't know. I wasn't thrilled about this booking, so we'll see what happens. Switchblade. Yeah, Switchblade seems so above it, though. It really does. Switchblade just feels like a different vibe for me that he doesn't quite. Yeah, I think it's Kenny. It's got to be Kenny. Mox retains. Couple people have suggested that Chris Jericho might be able to pull this off. I don't know, folks. I'm kind of torn. I'm a little torn on this one. Mox. KJ, someone in the crowd on the hard cams has a sign that says, Tay said, thank you, Papa Khan. I think that is TK taking a shot at Triple H. Jason, I think that's people tuning into our stream and then making signs. Thank you. No, I just think that's an AEW fan paying homage. It's definitely a shot, but I don't think that's TK handing out pro TK signs. But definitely a shot by the fan. Like, no, we love our Papa. You got a good Papa. We love ours. We thank him for what he does. And for the last couple of years, we have thanked him for a lot of the things he does. We can't forget, and I know the bandwagon's getting empty, but we can't forget the good times we had with AEW. They picked a really bad time to get a bunch of people hurt and picked a really bad time. And I said it, I was talking to the boys in the fantasy wrestling league that we do. And I mean, really starting to feel like he just took his foot off the gas, because I keep referring to Tony as the Robin Hood of wrestling, right? He was stealing from the rich, giving to the poor, giving, the hopeless misfits that had nowhere to go, that were released by the big bad monster. He was giving them a place. He was giving them creative freedom. He was letting them control their own merch sales, let them do side projects. But now you're getting into the point of, is too much of a good thing not a good thing? And I don't think he expected it. Even when they announced, oh, by the way, Vince McMahon's in shit. Even Jericho was on the record of saying, oh, we didn't think, or at least Jericho didn't think, and I don't want to assume too much, but I think a lot of us thought, Vince isn't going anywhere. All right? You got to put him in a fucking coffin with our boy, our boy Brody King, if you're going to fucking get him out of here. But things changed on a dime. And the thing is, it wasn't even like a gradual, like Vince was retiring. So he's like, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided after WrestleMania next year, I'm done. And Triple H is going to be my successor. None of that shit. None of the learning on the job or trying to get, like a nice transition or a handoff. Literally, like, drop on the ground, go, give us some shit. And right out of the gate, we head into the first Friday. It was okay. Felt like it had a better pace. We talked about the pace picking up. Then we get to the next. What is that? You sick fuck. I missed it. What did he just do? Oh, it was the earring. Is Moxley on the floor blading his ear right now? Jesus. But what was I saying? Yeah, that's crazy. Jet out. I think a couple of years. I think Triple H in a couple of years is going to take over the wrestling business again. That's my opinion. Damien, I think he just did. I mean, I know there's people above him, but as far as, yeah, I mean, he's right there. He's right there on the ground level. I mean, I get, when you're hanging out with the boss the way he is, kind of pretty close. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny to see, like, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, still going, and we're getting the DX biography this weekend. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I was such a huge fan of Triple H. It's crazy that the guy goes on to marry Stephanie, have 3 beautiful kids, and one way or the other. I still wonder. You want to hear a conspiracy theory, guys? You want me to throw some shit up against the wall? And I'm sure I'm not the first person to think it or say it, but I really think that Vince and Bruce decided to hijack NXT, started turning it into their own little playground, changed the colors, fuck you, Hunter, seemed vengeful. We talked about this, where it seemed like they were purposely chopping out anybody that thought anything positive about Paul. Triple H has a cardiac event. Still, a lot of us joke, even though it's not a joking situation, that what was happening in NXT gave him that cardiac event. He has all but retires, steps away, does a random ESPN interview, which to me, the timing of it was just publicity to get eyes on a card that wasn't selling very well in WrestleMania. But for me, I really do think that there's a possibility. Put it this way. You got Triple H at home, cardiac event. Stephanie's talking about quitting and not being involved. And then all this stuff comes out. We try and figure out, where did all these emails start? Where did all this come from? Who pointed the people in the right direction? What if it was inside job? What if people were fed up with Vince and his shit? Vince just being fucking spiteful. Maybe that's how Triple H felt. Said all the right things, continues to say all the right things, because that's what they all do. They've all been in the limelight so long, they know how to give a fucking interview real quick. But it is possible that people were sick of the dictatorship that was Vince McMahon and helped make his demise. Jericho just ripped off Moxley's earring. Caught that one already. CJ having problems with his McDonald's Wi-Fi. I don't think that's the case this evening. I know he was trying to get here. He had some other things going on. Nick was taking the night off as planned. But folks, I hate to say it, but every night, KJ White. That's the way it goes. I always love having a partner on the stream. So, but we're grinding through, folks, and we're about 20 minutes away to the end of this. And hope you've enjoyed the show, sans the team. But it's been a while since I jumped on and did a little bit of a solo heater. So, thank you for staying. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for tuning in. And the Lion Salt on now. Every time Moxley gets hit with a fucking solid move, it's an instant comeback move. Why is he bleeding? That's a good one, Victor. Yeah, boy. My boy's had his Spectrum troubles. Dear Spectrum, you're fucking up my show. Bump. You think AEW would do a 2-night pay? I saw this story going around. Oh my God. Guys, listen. I will say this till I'm blue in the face. And the good news is I have nobody to argue with me tonight. So you're going to have to tolerate it. I know. Listen, WrestleMania should not be 2 nights. It's a money grab and it's ridiculous. And it just devalues the show. And there's an argument made, and I get it. I think it kind of falls into that like festival mentality, right? Like own the weekend, go on a Friday, come back on a Sunday, get everything out of everybody that you can for 2-3 days. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I can't get behind a 2-night main event or a 2-night WrestleMania. Every once in a while, you want to do something special, fine. But as we saw most years, and this year as well, they don't have enough. Now, if you got 2 fucking stellar nights, fine, but it's still fan burnout. It really is. Like, even just as a fan to dedicate that much time, 2 days in a row, it's fucked. It is too much. Like, we did the marathon shows over Mania, and it took the fucking team like days to recover. Just fucking exhausting with all of that wrestling. And again, I think with this year's WrestleMania, if you plucked out some of the shit that wasn't great and condensed all the other stuff and just like kind of put it in a package, you give us a good 5.5, 6 hour show. And then we go home. One show, one night, long, but worth it. That's my thought. You don't need a 7. Everyone's like, oh, what are you going to do? You need 7 hours. No. WrestleMania is not supposed to have everybody. Not everybody on the fucking roster is supposed to be at. Not everyone on the fucking roster is supposed to be at WrestleMania. You're supposed to earn it. You're supposed to get there. And when you open it up to 2 nights and you have fucking 16 matches, it becomes a participation medal. WrestleMania, you tune in to see the best of the best, the top of the top. The best in WrestleMania delivers something good. Your top 2 tag teams, maybe 3, maybe 4, max. Same thing with your women. Same thing with your men. You have your top personalities in there. You can sprinkle in some celebrities, sprinkle in some gimmicky shit. It's Mania. It's got to be a show. It's got to be an extravaganza. But there's no reason why that can't be a Sunday night for 5 hours. Go and entertain us. Let's do it. That's my humble opinion. If AEW copies suit and does a 2-night event, fuck, it better be good. It better be good. Because he's having trouble figuring out like just one solid show. And keep in mind, I mean, with Tony, it might not even be a bad idea because the last 2 pay-per-views, Tony burned out his audience. He won't admit it. He acts like he didn't do it. But from all the things I've read, from a lot of people that I've talked to, even like I said, CM Punk wins that belt, and even the in arena crowd didn't lose their mind. They were exhausted. They just dragged it out. I was trying to avoid the NBA. It's bullshit. Put your show on, deliver it fucking solid, and don't torture your fans. By the way, we got a main event match still going on, and Jericho has Moxley in the Lion Tamer. Mixed reviews from the crowd. Wait! You can't go to picture while he's bleeding out on the mat. Heir to the Iron Throne. House of the Dragon. I like this. I'm looking forward to it. I don't do it. That was a long-winded please don't fucking do it. Too bad I don't have the link. I could have joined. It's possible to send it. No, AEW doesn't need a 2-night pay-per-view. Nobody needs a 2-night pay-per-view. Listen, we've had Crockett do a couple 2-night pay-per-views, a weekend event. One, to me, that feels like a little bit of the old school, like territories where they come in and run a weekend. But 2, with that, they don't do a whole lot of big events. So for me, I give them a little bit of leeway, but I still don't love it. I don't like watching half a show and then, like, imagine going to the movies and halfway through the movie they said, "Okay, guys, see you tomorrow." Fuck. All right. Can't I just no? Oh, I gotta fuck. Okay, bye. Like that to me is kind of how I feel. And maybe I'm just too impatient and just I don't care for it. Pitcher and pitcher. Moxley still in the crowd. Yo, Jesus has a commercial? What was that? That's crazy. I don't know what the hell was just on my maybe I don't know. The US. Jesus getting commercials. They could do an AEW pay-per-view one night and ROH the next. That's for some reason in my head. I'm like, fine. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I mean, then does WWE do like night one Raw, night two SmackDown? Is that more tolerable for me? Maybe, maybe. I don't know. I mean, again, I really think a pay-per-view, any show should just kind of be in and out. And this is that one fucking crux. The Crockett Cup was 2 nights. I know GCW does it a lot, but again, they have the same problem, and we've seen it. Like the only stream I ever only show we ever paused and said, "No, we're not finishing the show." Like we watched Joey Janela's Spring Break Part 1. It wasn't bad. Went to watch Part 2. It was a fucking train wreck. And again, when you don't have a whole lot of depth, by the time you get to that second day, if you haven't spread out your shit properly, that second day is just fucking horrible. So NWA shouldn't have that problem. If you look, the card is stacking up. So yes, NWA, I give a little bit of rope to because it's not like I'm subject to one of their big pay-per-views every month, and then I got to put up with this. Every once in a while, we get a 2-night pay-per-view. We got one back in May-ish, and now we're going to get NWA 74 later in this year. I'll forgive them. I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite, but it's okay. Yo, Hagen. Welcome back to the show, buddy. Jericho's up, by the way. Now he's arguing with Audrey. Moxley bleeding like he's in a death match, but does anybody feel like Moxley didn't have to bleed? That, as Nick would say, he's got a paper mache forehead, and yeah, I mean, springboard, he chucks him out. Not bad. Jericho to the floor. Saw what time it was, so I thought I would hop in. Well, welcome. Thank you. We appreciate it. I like when people just pop in. All right. Moxley's still bleeding. Oh. The double sledge off the top onto the floor, folks, where the match is going on. Now Moxley is just punching the shit out of Jericho. Bleeding everywhere still. But anybody with me? How do we feel? Am I wrong? We have this exact same match, no blood. Does the blood add to anything? Oh shit, they bled. Well, now they're bleeding together. Is Jericho going to join Moxley? Maybe he's the next Blackpool guy. They're going to bleed together. Now the crowd went from dead silent to this is awesome. Codebreaker! Wow, big codebreaker. This is awesome. Two. Do you guys feel like it's awesome? Are we agreeing with the crowd? I think it's good. I don't know about awesome. Am I just hating? What's happening? Let me know, folks. How you feeling? I didn't watch Dynamite tonight. Gonna rewatch later. Tonight, I had my first day of senior year, kind of tired. Well, congratulations, Hagen. I'm hoping you have an amazing senior year. I know you're going to kill it. And yeah, we'll be right here to distract you from all your homework and responsibilities. Oh, no, Jericho isn't busted open. So yeah, that's it. We're waiting for Jericho to bleed. Okay, Jericho's calling for something. Sammy overthrew the bat. It rolled out of the fucking ring. Oh my God. And Aubrey has to wander around like she's been drinking. No, here comes Mox. Well, he fucking should kick out. Sammy threw the bat. Did anyone else see that? The bat rolls out of the fucking ring. Jericho has to go get in the ring. The whole time, Aubrey's now got to go from, she was looking one way, and now she's like, shit, there's Jericho, and has to look the other way for no fucking reason. She just wandering around like she lost her fucking mind. Moxley has to bounce off the far ropes and wobble into a bat shot. And now he's got Jericho in the sleeper. Now, this is my point. Dear Tony, you can, oh shit, Mox off the exposed buckle. Judas effect. What? Wow. Moxley kicks out of the Judas effect. Fight forever. Man, this is my point. If you do this exact match and you get rid of a couple of the bullshit things, Sammy throwing the bat, get rid of it. Don't have it in there. If you don't have them going out for the belt like he is now, if you don't have those little moments that are just gimmicky, just stick to the match. Moxley isn't bleeding. He's just, oh, now Jericho hits the bar or the exposed turnbuckle, and he goes into another choke. Oh, he's yanking into the bulldog. Throwing elbows to the forehead. Jericho is gushing. Jericho throwing elbows. There you go. Lion Tamer. The walls. It's just the walls feels right. It's the walls. It's the walls. Holy shit. Jericho gigged himself good. I'm telling you right now, this match was to prove a point, and he is kind of doing a decent job, so I got to give him credit. But everybody shat on that. Wow, Moxley with a huge elbows to the back of the head, locking in another sleeper. Why are we just hell bent on a sleeper? Don't end. Wow. Moxley locks in the arm. Jericho is bleeding like a sieve. There it is. There it is. There it is. Anticlimactic finish, but a great match. There you go. Jericho is wearing a crimson mask. Yes. Wow. What do you think of the match? Just let's talk about the match. Did you like the match, guys? I thought it was a great match. But wow. I mean, for me, just take out a couple of the gimmicky things, and this match was pretty much perfect. Jericho's got a cloth on his head right now because that gig, I don't know if you guys saw it. Like it looked pretty fucking good. Unless it was just a shiny way the camera caught it. It looked like, oops. All right. Sammy and Jake are jumping Mox. Who's coming? Who's coming? Brawl for all. But have we not had enough of this? Why is Eddie not instantly going for Sammy? All right, more jerk-offs. Oh, Coke and Diet Coke are here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Who's coming? Who's the twist? Victor, don't ruin it. What? Ah, shit, Victor. I saw it. I almost saw it. Yes! Yes, he's back! Motherfuckers be dropping 10 on this episode. Crazy now. CM Punk is here and looking alive. Oh, Damien says, fuck it, I'm giving a 7. I'll get to that in a second, Damien. I'll get that in a second. I tried to delete it. No, it's all good, Victor. So there's your big pop. Tony said it was gonna come. You're gonna get something. You better tune in. Punk is back. It's not MJF. Where the fuck is MJF? Come on, folks. No MJF? I see you, Moxley. Bleeding from the ear. What do you think? How are you feeling? You getting the goosebumps? What are we thinking on this one, folks? Hey, KJ, how are you? How's your day going? How's lovely, beautiful Nathan? She's doing well. She's happy and healthy with her family. And I'm also doing well. Victor with a 10. Gary with a 7. What's your rating on the show, folks? We got a showdown between the champion and the interim champion. He's hopping on one foot. Maybe he can pull off a buckshot lariat. He's got to do one to Mox just to prove a point. There is zero chemistry between JR and Excalibur. Zero. It's like JR speaking a different language, and Excalibur has no idea what he's saying. And I honestly don't think it goes the other way as well. I don't think they understand each other at all. But Punk is back, and they need him. They need him. All right. American Dragon will be on the show Friday night, folks, and we'll be here live. Ari Daivari versus Orange Cassidy. The Best Friends and Orange Cassidy, are they the only talent that are like exclusive to all shows? La Faction. I like it. All right. 2 out of 3 falls. That's going to be a crazy match. Probably going to go for a while, too, to prove a point. So CM Punk back hopping on one foot, feeling good, looking good. Nathan is at the show now. JV, I'm convinced Tony Khan is giving Punk plenty of reach around. Whew. I'm convinced of a lot of things. I'll let you know tomorrow, KJ. I'll be here for the Wrasslin 4 podcast. I actually might have to hijack that name. Yes, we will be here tomorrow. Tomorrow around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Me and my counterparts will be joining you guys, and we're going to go through a whole lot of stuff. There's a whole lot of stuff to unpack. They found another 5 million. We haven't even talked about that tonight. There's so much shit going on. We didn't even talk about the fact that they found another 5 million. It's like when when they find a body in the backyard and they're like, uh-oh, and they start digging and they're 1, 2, 3, 4. This man's closet is being emptied quick, and they're finding more by the minute. Again, does it really matter? He's retired, but maybe this all leads to the fact that he has to give up his shares. Maybe he's standing in the way of standing in the way of selling this thing. Maybe this is a little more Games of Thrones and hokey than we imagined. I don't know. I also didn't know that Kenny Florian was hosting BattleBots. What happened there? Did he not? I don't know. Anyway, that's a side note. Problem is 0 matches at All Out, though. Problem is 0 matches at All Out, though. I don't follow. There's 0 matches for Fallout. I don't know what I missed, Dale. Help me out here. For life, yes, thank you. I still got you. Punk says there's only one champ, and Moxley was just saying, forget interim. I'm the actual champ. So we'll see. 2 guys that can talk, 2 guys that are good with the mic, 2 guys that can build up a rivalry if done properly, and we got a good handful of weeks between now and All Out. And by the way, guys, I cannot wait for that fucking weekend. Clash at the Castle and All Out the same night. Crazy. Are you ready? Punk's still injured. I don't know. Apparently he's not 100%. But again, if our theory is accurate, and folks out there, if you disagree with the take, by all means, let me know. But I think things like Punk coming back, like Punk says, listen, I'm not 100%. I can't get in the ring yet, but I can come in and do this spot. When you're scratching to kind of push the needle back and you want to make some noise, you bring out your big gun, and there's your big gun. So, Brian on Friday, we'll see what that means. But, I mean, I'd hate to argue that right now for AEW, you need Daniel Bryan fighting someone bigger and better than Daniel Garcia. And I'm not knocking the kid. I'm not knocking the guy. I just think you need more name value for the posters, for what people, the fans are reading, the casual fans are reading. There has to be more for Danielson. Like Moxley, Jericho, 2 names, whether you love them or hate them, 2 names were on the marquee tonight. Now you're getting Moxley, CM Punk. People will tune in to see that. Just somebody will catch an Insta post or a Twitter post and think, oh, fuck, those 2 are fighting? And you pull in some of the casual fans or some of the lost fans. I think I want more than Garcia for Daniel. And that's that whole slow playing thing that me and Nick talk about, where every once in a while, you got to go hammer down. You can take your time and be calm all the time, but every once in a while, you got to flood that engine. Let's go. Sammy and Tay versus Donnie Martin and Blue Sky on Rampage. Yes. KJ, do you think the Cross character could have worked? No, I think I touched on that one. Yeah, I mean, Cross could have fit. I just think the cool thing about the Blackpool Combat Club is genuine connection between those 4 individuals. So, and I had been, I listened to Regal, and I kind of had the feel that that's where they were going to go with it. Now, apparently injury caused it to kind of happen differently, but I'm all for it. I like Claudio. I like what he can do, and being around people that can kind of cover up the fact that he's not the best of speakers. It's fine. JV gives it an 8.5. Dale gives it an 8.10 out of 10. It gives it an 8.10 out of 10. All right. Oh, shit. I can't wait. It's going to be a good one. Mauro Ranallo needs to come back. Listen, I watched NXT. I was watching old NXT, just being kind of nostalgic and reminding me of some stuff. First and foremost, it still plays well when you go back and watch it. And if you haven't watched the Black and Gold brand, take your time to watch some Black and Gold brand. Like, I mean, the one episode, I mean, the main event was fucking Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. Do you remember when those two beat the living shit out of each other over 3-4 matches and then became a tag team, but literally like broke each other's noses and like they went all out and they were just mid-card NXT guys at that point. But it was a main event and it was cool because the match was so good you weren't complaining that, oh, it's not, you know, it's not Drew McIntyre, it's not Bobby Roode, it's just these two. But they killed it, so everybody appreciated that was, you know, the match that you were getting. But yeah, back to your point. Fuck, way to go. Yeah, man, it really is. He's really good. Nigel's good too. I actually listened to Nigel a little bit, and I was like, okay. It had been a minute since I heard him. Bad News Barrett has grown on me. I didn't really love Bad News Barrett as a wrestler. I don't know. I just never I never thought he was that good of a wrestler. Like, he never super impressed me. He never got over with me. It's just one of those things. Some people land at your feet, and that's the way that happened. But he's starting to kind of impress me on commentary a little bit, so I've enjoyed that. But again, what Mauro brings to the table is that energy, kind of like Pat McAfee, old JR. That's what we got behind is the commentators fucking grabbing the mic and freaking out and then like you follow along. Like when the bad guy cheats and JR is like, oh, that son of a bitch, you're like, yeah, that son of a bitch. You know, when Austin comes blowing through the glass, you know, he's, oh, Austin, you know what to do instead of just like, I think that lacks with Cole, with Jimmy, with Excalibur for sure. Excalibur, I don't know what the fuck. I mean, he's like the annoying guy in the movie that's telling you like the backstory of the story that you're watching, and like, oh, well, this means this, and this is, and they call that this, but it's not exciting announcing. It's really not. And I really don't think, I think him and JR might actually have some real life heat between them because they seem like oil and water. And there's times where they almost seem like, not like on air JR Jerry the King banter, but like fuck you under their tone, like under the, you know, tongue in cheek, like, oh yeah, buddy, that's great. But they don't seem to speak the same language. AEW needs Danielson Omega 2. Okay, I'm okay with that. I would like to see a second match. I really would. And some of these matches gotta come with a winner. I do think I get it. I got no problem. Except that. There we go. I got no problem with, you know, a Broadway going to a draw. I have no problem with it. But you did it twice in quick succession because, again, when you're the friendly, happy-go-lucky booker guy that, you know, wants to make everybody happy, the truth is Daniel probably should have went over in that match. Should have won. But if he goes over, then Kenny feels sad, and Kenny can't say he's the best ever. So the same thing with Paige. Paige is one of the protected core group. We got another Brooklyn or another Broadway. That to me is my concern, where you're not always doing what's best for business. Where, you know, when I see it. So yes, Victor, I'm trying. We need Kenny back in AEW. I'll see. My jury's out on that. I don't love Kenny. Victor, I completely fucking agree with you. And if you were on, you'd probably be shutting her down for me. But in the great words of Victor, it is time to end the stream. It is time for me to go to bed. And for the record, Mr. Victor, it's only been 9 minutes. But that being said, folks, thank you for taking this ride with me. Based on what I can see, the vast majority of our audience hung around for the whole show. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the show. Come back tomorrow. Let's Rumble. Friday, triple header Friday. It's going to be fucking crazy. It's going to be a good time. And I will have company. I imagine I'll have company. But no, we'll definitely have some company. Saturday, circle it in your calendar. Saturday, it's only a couple days away. Saturday, get all the stuff that makes you smile and tune in. GCW, XPW. We're going hardcore. We're going crazy. It's going to be exciting. We got so much coming your way. Victor says good night. I say good night. Everyone, get some rest. And until then, see you on the flip side.